A fishing pun?
We got to throw in a fishing pun somehow.
Yeah, you have to.
Hey everybody, my name's Chris. We are here at the Destin History and Fishing Museum. We're really excited to be here. Stick around, we are going to hook you in.
Oh, you did it. You used it.
I used it.
You used the pun. Hello YouTube, my name is Todd Segrist and I'm here today with Vivian Williams?
That's me.
Vivian Williams at the Destin Fishing Museum in Destin, Florida. And this place is really cool. Actually, it's actually more exciting than I thought it would be. She claims it's pretty exciting. Would you say it's pretty exciting?
I think so. We have over 100 fish mounts here in the museum. Some of them we can call monsters of the deep. They're huge.
Monsters of the deep. That sounds like a horror movie or otherwise. But coming right up, stick around so you can see all this cool stuff. Why is there a Destin Fishing Museum to begin with?
Absolutely. So we are the Destin History and Fishing Museum. So we cover pretty much the history of Destin from 1835, which is when Leonard Destin first came here and set up a fish camp, to present day. And we talk about how Destin has grown from one tiny fish camp to holding the largest licensed fishing fleet in the United States.
Wow, in the United States.
In the United States. So fishing is very much a big part of who we are, and from the start till now. We even have artifacts in the museum that show that fishing was done here all the way back to 10,000 BC. East Pass has not always been where it is now. So in 1929, a huge storm came through Destin, clogging up the original East Pass, which is over at the other end of the harbor. It got clogged. A huge storm came through, raised the bay water 8 feet higher than it normally sits. So they go and they dig a 6-foot wide trench from the Gulf to the bay to let that water come out. Now we know today that's like turning a fire hose on an anthill. All that pressurized water came jetting out of there. And within a couple days, that 6-foot wide trench has spanned into several hundred feet. They heard it for the next 2 or 3 days, all that crashing water going and going and going. Now at the end of that, they had a brand new pass under where the bridge is now. A few days after they accomplished this, the federal government sent surveyors out because this property was still owned by the government, and after a big storm, they came to see what damage was done. And these surveyors found a brand new body of water. So they looked at Destin, everybody here, and were like, what happened? And everybody in Destin went, not a clue. It took them 30 years to fess up that they had dug that trench to let that water out.
So what do you think of this place?
I like it. It's really cool. I've always wanted to be here. I lived here for 20 years, 20 years, and I've never actually been here. And I'm a big fisherman, but every time I pass it, I'm like, man, I need to swing in there one day. It's fascinating. I didn't know that Crab Island was an actual island. Not only is this the fishing museum, but it's actually the Destin History Museum. So there's just a lot of general history within this place. That is wild. Oh, it's like a flounder.
Looks like a halibut. It's like a deformed halibut.
Yeah. This is really cool. I'm fascinated with some of this stuff, these old boats here. That's going to be a big part. Like, this is the founder of Destin.
Yes.
I mean, we need to have him featured in this video. Okay.
So he passed away in 1884, so no cameras.
Right.
Or not in this area anyway, no cameras.
Wow. And he is the founder of Destin. That's really cool.
Thank you so much for giving us the tour, and I really appreciate your time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Very nice to meet you.
You as well.
And if you're in town, definitely come to the Destin Fishing Museum. See Vivian, she's the coolest, because Vivian rocks and Destin rocks. Take care. It's a cool place, good time. You should definitely come, and you can tell how much taller Chris is than I am. Yeah, you're welcome. You too. See you next time. Like and subscribe.